What if every ocean on Earth froze solid in just one day? Imagine waking up to find the waves still, locked in time, the endless blue turning into an endless plain of white. No tides, no motion, no life beneath. At first, it would look beautiful, almost peaceful. The Atlantic frozen, shimmering under the morning sun. Children running across beaches now buried in frost. But this beauty wouldn't last long, because the heartbeat of our planet has stopped. You see, the oceans are more than just water. They are Earth's lungs and thermostat, regulating temperature, absorbing carbon, and driving weather patterns. When they freeze, everything we know begins to unravel. Within hours, global temperatures would plummet. Without warm ocean currents to distribute heat, continents near the equator would still burn under the sun, while Europe and North America would descend into an instant ice age. Winds would howl across the frozen seas, carrying blizzards where there once were waves. But could the oceans actually freeze in a day? In reality, no natural event could make that happen. Even at the coldest recorded temperatures, it would take centuries for oceans miles deep to turn solid. So for this scenario, let's bend physics and see what happens if they somehow did. The first disaster would strike the marine ecosystem. Billions of fish, plankton, and whales trapped beneath the ice would suffocate within hours. The ocean's food chain would collapse instantly. Coastal communities would lose their livelihoods overnight. No fishing, no shipping, no trade. Ports frozen solid, ships locked in place like forgotten fossils. Then comes the climate chain reaction. Without evaporation, clouds stop forming. No clouds means no rain. No rain means no rivers, no crops, no life on land for long. Forests would dry out. Cities would ration water. Human civilization would start to fracture fast. From space, Earth would look hauntingly beautiful. A glowing sphere of white and blue ice, silent, frozen, still. But down below, silence would mean death. Global trade would collapse within days. Airplanes grounded because the jet fuel in freezing temperatures thickens and engines stall. Power grids would fail as frozen waves crush coastal generators. And as temperatures continue to drop, even the atmosphere begins to change. Carbon dioxide condensing into snow at the poles. Humanity would retreat underground, seeking heat from the Earth's core. Old mines, subway tunnels, and geothermal vents would become the last shelters of humankind. Entire cities buried below the frozen crust of a dead ocean world. And yet life might find a way. Beneath cracks in the ice, deep in hydrothermal vents, some extremophile microbes could survive, tiny sparks of warmth in a frozen abyss. It would be the start of a new era, an ice planet Earth, where evolution begins again from the cold. After thousands of years, volcanic eruptions might melt parts of the crust. Water vapor would return to the skies. Slowly, drop by drop, oceans might thaw. And maybe, just maybe, the world would breathe again. But for us, it would already be too late. The civilization that once built ships, cities, and satellites would exist only as frozen ruins under a sea of glass. The oceans gave us life. They shaped our world, our weather, our stories. And if they were gone, we'd realize how fragile our home truly is. So the next time you stand on a beach and feel the tide touch your feet, remember, it's not just water. It's the living pulse of our planet. And without it, Earth would be nothing but ice. This is what would happen if the oceans turned to ice in one day.